Alright, let me load up transparent. I should probably pick not to start with the text bar. Down, 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 down. Oh my gosh. Alright, not 6-9. I don't want to play 6-9, you dumb dumb. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yo, you suck. I'm fine with that. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Ah. This would be easy if I wasn't sweating balls, but you know, I can't really do anything about that, I guess. gotta be kidding me. Nah, bro, he's quick. He's quick, dude. He's quick with. Oh gosh, dude, that's actually impossible. That's actually impossible, bro. That's impossible.
In the early days of Five Nights at Freddy's, fan games didn't quite have the same hold on the community as they do today. Not only were there far fewer of them, but a lot of the time their quality left a lot to be desired, with a few exceptions, of course. However, the same cannot be said for a fan game that was released on July 18th, 2015. This fan game had gotten closer to the quality and style of the original Five Nights at Freddy's than any fan game before it, and it would go on to become debatably the most popular fan game series that the franchise would ever spawn. I am, of course, referring to Emil Mako's Five Nights at Candy's. In this video, I want to take a look back on everything that this series has to offer as we await the highly anticipated 4th installment. I'll first go through every game and then include a section for lore. And with all that out of the way, let's begin.
It's gonna be a loud, hot
720
summer. Big Bash
sucks.
is back, where champions are.
This sucks.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Bones 5 YouTube channel on YouTube. In this video, I'll be going over how all the AI works in the popular Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, Five Nights at Candy's. Even if you're already familiar with the general idea of how FNAC games work, Five Nights at Candy's actually takes a much different approach in how it's programmed, with many different and unique mechanics. So even if you already know everything about FNAF, stick around and I'm sure you'll learn something new or interesting. As per usual, I'll also be going over how to beat the hardest challenges this game has to offer, along with a new, insanely difficult challenge that I created myself. So stick around to the end of the video to see that. But before we get into that, I would like to make a quick announcement. I had previously set the requirement for the Ultimate Custom Night guide and challenge video at 50k subscribers, but I have now removed that requirement entirely. In the Ultimate Custom Night video, I plan to involve my community as much as I can, as it is the ultimate AI breakdown after all. So to accompany the hardest challenge in UCN of 50/20 no death coin, I'd like to feature an animated fight scene alongside it. If you're interested in helping out with this project, or being commissioned by me to do so, please join my Discord server at discord.gg/muttarmy, acquire backgrounds, coloring, or... So again, if you're interested in possible UCN AI breakdown as complete Five Nights at Candy's.
Can I take your order?
Now, the original Five Nights at Candy's has had a lot of different versions over the years, but for this video, we're going to be covering the remastered version of Five Nights at Candy's 1. The remastered version is almost identical to the original, but has more content to go over and is overall just a better looking and playing experience. This video will be split into chapters for each of the different game mechanics, so feel free to skip around whenever. First, let's go over the basics. Five Nights at Candy's is most at Candy's. The 720 mode in the custom night. Animatronics in the custom night work identically to how they do in the normal game, with one key difference. Since this isn't a set in-game night, animatronics don't have a set start time. Instead, their start time is decided by a new formula that is exclusive to the custom night. Now, if you remember, earlier in the video I mentioned how door attacks are extremely exploitable in this game, but I didn't exactly explain why. Well, here's where that comes into play. Normally, beating 720 would be extremely difficult. Even though the animatronics aren't actually guaranteed to move on every single movement opportunity, we still have to constantly deal with 7 different extremely fast animatronics. And without sounds to indicate when they leave the doors, you'd have to track them on the cameras to make sure that they're gone. However, you barely have to use the cameras at all in order to beat 720. Let's go back to some of our graphs from earlier. Take a look at the power that the doors use in Candy's compared to FNAF 1. Notice how at the very beginning of the graphs, Candy's doors are always draining less power than FNAF's doors. So if we can keep the doors in this range of power usage, we'll be able to have both of the doors closed for a majority of the night with very little power usage. Now, why is it so important that we always have the doors closed? Well, remember the way that attacks work in this game. The attack formulas are completely unchanged from the base game, meaning that animatronics will attack based on attack patience and door patience. Since our doors are closed for most of the night, the attack patience timer, which runs out when the doors are open, almost never has a chance to run. But the door patience timer, which runs when the door is closed, will usually run right as an animatronic gets to the door, causing them to leave extremely quickly. Even if we don't know an animatronic is there, like with Rat or Old Candy, it just doesn't matter, because we'll never have the door open for long enough for their attack timer to reach 0. Our only reason to use the cameras is to check what stage Blank is in, and then close the middle door if he isn't in the drawing room. Basically, we keep the doors closed until—
Yes. Chat. I got this. Easy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. That's pretty good though. That was pretty good though. I was going pretty good. I was going pretty good. I probably would have made it. I would have. I would have made it. I would have made it. All right. Dude, did they already come here? Bro, I'm pressing the button. Oh my gosh. Ooh. You know what? I will, I will give to you another day. I'm gonna play Five Nights at Candy's too. Those are my hero. Watch him as he goes. What's up, fam? Yeah! Watch him as he goes. Click on the camera icons.